San Francisco, late 1960s. America is changing. The streets are loud. The nights feel different. Inside a quiet newsroom, an envelope is opened. There is no return address. Inside, symbols, codes, a message written with chilling confidence. The sender claims responsibility for murder. He demands attention. And he promises to kill again. This was the moment the United States came face to face with the Zodiac Killer, one of the most terrifying figures in American true crime history. More than half a century later, the Zodiac Killer Mystery remains unsolved. The Zodiac Killer was an unidentified serial murderer who operated in Northern California between 1968 and the early 1970s. But unlike other killers, the Zodiac Killer didn't hide in silence. He wrote letters. He sent threats. And he turned murder into a public performance. Through newspapers and police communications, the Zodiac Killer forced the nation to listen. On a cold December night in 1968, a young couple sat in a parked car near Vallejo, California. Without warning, a man approached and opened fire. One victim died at the scene. The other survived, just long enough to describe the horror. At first, police believed it was a random act. It wasn't. This was the first confirmed attack linked to the Zodiac Killer murders. Months later, after another violent attack, police received a phone call. The voice was calm, almost casual. The caller described the crime scene in detail, details only the killer could know. Then he spoke plainly. "I did it." From that moment, the Zodiac Killer case was no longer speculation. It was real. Soon, newspapers across California began receiving letters. Each one contained threats, taunts, and encrypted messages now known as Zodiac Killer ciphers. The killer demanded publication. If the letters weren't printed, he promised more deaths. The media complied, and the Zodiac Killer mystery spread across the United States. Fear became public. One cipher was eventually cracked by civilians, not law enforcement. The decoded message revealed a chilling truth. "I like killing people because it is so much fun." Despite this confession, the identity of the Zodiac Killer remained hidden. Several Zodiac Killer ciphers remain unsolved, fueling decades of speculation and fear. Officially, the Zodiac Killer is connected to 5 murders. But in his letters, he claimed many more. He bragged. He exaggerated. Or perhaps, he told the truth. This uncertainty makes the unsolved Zodiac Killer case even more disturbing. How many victims were never counted? Despite witness descriptions, sketches, and physical evidence, the Zodiac Killer was never identified. Investigators faced impossible challenges. Limited forensic technology, conflicting eyewitness accounts, false confessions, and overwhelming public pressure. Each promising suspect led to another dead end. Justice never arrived. Over the years, multiple suspects were investigated. Some matched handwriting samples. Some lived near crime scenes. Some were publicly accused. Yet none could be proven beyond doubt. Without definitive evidence, the name behind the Zodiac Killer vanished into history. In the mid-1970s, the letters stopped. No final message. No confession. No arrest. Did the Zodiac Killer die? Did he move away? Or did he simply stop? Some believe he blended back into society, living a normal life while carrying a secret no one else could see. Decades later, modern DNA testing reopened the case. Partial genetic material was recovered from envelopes. But even with modern science, no confirmed match. The Zodiac Killer mystery remains open. This story is not just about murder. It's about fear, media manipulation, and the limits of justice. The Zodiac Killer didn't just escape the law. He exposed how fragile certainty can be. More than 50 years later, The questions remain unanswered. Who was he? How many did he kill? And how did he disappear without a trace? Perhaps the truth is still hidden. Or perhaps it was lost forever. This was Dark Files USA.